I just need to check. Okay, it's there. Now, today's first thing is that we will be talking about this keyword. Now, basically, we have done many examples on this keyword in previous session, but what is exactly and what is the intention behind using this reference keyword, that is most important. So, in Java, we use this keyword. The intention of using this keyword is very simple. We are referring the object in by using this keyword. Okay. Now, referring an object means what? You are referring a variable also. So in this diagram you will see that a small this keyword, that is we call as a reference variable, is interacting with your object. The object is, we have already seen that object is combination of state and behavior. State and behavior matlab kya? Variable and methods. Only two things are there with which are related to the object. Okay. So this keyword is the reference variable. This is a special type of variable. We call this as a variable itself. Okay. So whenever there is a question in interview, what is this? Now this is nothing but a reference variable, and that can refer to the object only. So you can refer to object only, that is. And what is object? Object is nothing but a combination of state and behavior. State is nothing but the variables and behavior is nothing but an object. Now in this session what we will be talking about is that we will be talking about the 6 use of Java keywords. Okay, so this keyword we can use this for the 6 basic reason. Okay, so what are the 6 basic reason? One second, someone has joined. Vikas Jadhav. Vikas, you share me your. Vikas, are you audio? Yes, Vikas. Vikas, you send me your mail ID. Okay, on my WhatsApp number.
Okay, sir.
You can mute yourself here. Now this, there are the 6 things that you need to understand whenever we are talking about this keyword. So 6 most important use of this keyword. Now first one, this is used this is used to refer current class instance variable. Current class instance variable. So you can refer to the current object of your current class. This is the first thing. Second thing is that you can be used to invoke current class method implicitly, not explicitly. Implicitly, without creating an object, without giving a name to the object, you can refer the methods directly also. Third important that this can be used to invoke current class constructor also. So you can invoke the constructor also using this keyword. We'll have an example on this also. Okay. Fourth one is that this can be passed as an argument to the method call also. So you can pass the object reference to the method call also. And fifth one is that you can this can be used to pass an argument in the constructor call also. Okay, so you can pass an argument call into the constructor also. And sixth one is that this can be used to return the current class instance from the method. Now what all this what we have talked about, this sixth thing is that that has been highlighted over here, but what is important is that we need to understand how this can be implemented. So we'll have an example of this. So this is referred to current class. So first one is that this can be used to refer current class. Again, this can be used to invoke current class method implicitly. Third, this can be used to invoke current class constructor also. So you can invoke method also, and you can invoke the constructor also, and you can initialize the variable also. So three things I think everyone is clear. We can create an instance of a variable, we can call a method, we can call a constructor internally. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? The three things? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now fourth, fifth,
Yes.
and sixth, what is important is that this can be passed an argument. So you can pass an argument also. You can pass an argument also to the method call. Okay, and you can pass an argument to the constructor also. So this can be passed within the method also, within the rounded bracket. You can pass with the constructor also. Two things, I think this is clear. These are correlated with this one. You can call a method and you can pass an argument within the method also. You can call a constructor and you can pass an argument within the constructor also. Okay, and the last important thing that this can be used to return the current class instance. So what is the current class instance? The object can be transferred with the method also. Now we'll go into detail about what is exactly this. Okay, so this to refer a current class instance variable matlab kya कि you will be referring the current class variables also. So example, this is the small example where I am declaring a class called as a student, I will directly not go on the theoretical explanation. That will be on a program. So just I will move further, and you have to demonstrate these programs. Okay. So I'm putting it on next line. Now line number 1, what it'll do is that I think this is visible to everybody now. Okay. So this is my whole code, and we are actually here in this keyword that will be referring to the current class instance variable. So means what, I will be referring to these variables which I have declared over here. Okay, so the name of the class over here is what we call as the student, and I have 3 variables into this one. So 3 variables of 3 different data types. I have used 3 different data types. One is roll number with integer, name with string, and float with the fees. Okay, now I have written a constructor. I have written a constructor of this same class with 3 parameters that will be coming from outside, and that will be allowed. So that will be coming from outside, so I will use some different color over here. Okay, so that will be visible. So this will be coming from my main function. So this is from this one. So this will be passing from the main function, and it will be coming over here, and that will be passed to my current location, the current variables. Okay, the output is very simple. Whenever I run this main display function, you will get an roll number. Because it is coming from outside, it will be assigned to this variable. So this is my what you call as a current variable of my class, and the things which is coming from outside, I will be demonstrating with another color. So this is coming from outside. Okay, so the outside values will be passed to the inside variables which I have declared. Okay, and this will be displayed. Okay, so all these 3 variables are from a current class. These are from a current class, so I will be highlighting it with the green color. Okay, so the outside, whenever I am writing this code into main function, I am creating an object called as an s1. So this s1 object will be created, and it will be passing with 3 values to my constructor. Second object s2, that will be created, and it will be passing a 3 parameters. Again 3 values will be passed to my constructor. Now s1 will be displaying the 3 values, and s2 will be displaying. What is the output here? Yes, can anyone tell me what is the output over here?
111 Ankit 5000 F.
Okay, you just run it and you get an output like this. Okay, though I have not used this keyword, but it is there like this. But you just try it whether I'm thinking that this output will be like this only. Okay, so uh, to solve this problem, what is basically we do is that to solve the same program we are doing with another alternative is very simple. The solution for this, if it is like this, the output, if you are getting like this, you try it in today's session. Okay, you try this program, and if the output is coming like this, 0 null and 0.0, this means you need to go for now see this, we are using a class, no problem. So in this what is done, what we have done is that we have used this keyword over here. That's the only change we have done in the program. And what is acceptable, same code is that, but I have only added this in front of the name of the variables. Okay, so what will happen over here is that we'll get an output like this, what is expected. So it is always preferred to go for this keyword rather than not applying this keyword to the current variables. The same, if the name are same, you see, if the name are same, it is very difficult. Okay, if the name are same, the coming variable and the variable from a class will, if the name are same, it will be generating this type of output. But if you are allowed to get for this keyword, it will automatically create an output like this. So you will get an output in this fashion. I think this code is clear to you. You just go and implement today. You write this code first, you run it, get an output, and after that you just add this keyword over there. Yes. Yes, is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
just try it. You just try it. You will get an output. Okay, okay. Now we'll go for the second category. The program with this keyword is not required. If you don't want to use this keyword, just in this example. Now this, why this is showing me then 00. Again, I want to specify that the name of this variable and which is coming, which is you have declared within the constructor, and the name which is given over here, the name are same. You just check it. The name are same. That's why this will be creating an ambiguity. That's why the output will be 00. If I don't want to use this keyword, if I don't want to use this keyword, but I want to run without using this keyword, in those situation I can use it. Just I have shown you that I can create. This is the program that is with the same thing. Here what I have done is that I have changed the name of the variable. I have changed the name of variable, and this name are different. This name are different. That's why there is no need. There is no need for you to use this keyword. Okay. So when to use this keyword? When the incoming variable name and the variable name you have assigned into your class, if the name are same, then only it will be. Then only it will be. Now see the 3 students I have, those who have added now. I think so. Kadam, Rupali, and another Nangre. You please send me your mail ID, because I don't want to have an interruption whenever I'm doing my class. So you just send me your mail ID on my WhatsApp or in a group also. I will be adding into this, and you will be getting a direct link on your mail IDs. Okay. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
ओके नाउ द सेम एग्जांपल, मैंने जैसे बोला कि प्रीवियस एग्जांपल में हमने दिस कीवर्ड यूज़ किया, इसके पहले वाले एग्जांपल में हमने दिस यूज़ नहीं किया, बट यहाँ पर हमारे आउटपुट जो था दैट वाज 0 0 नल, बिकॉज ये दोनों वेरिएबल के नाम सेम थे. इन दिस सिचुएशन इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द जावा वर्चुअल मशीन टू कैच कौन सा वेरिएबल. ओके, इसको कैच करूँ क्या इसको कैच करूँ. इन दिस सिचुएशन इट इज बिकम वेरी डिफिकल्ट. सो वेन एवर आई एम सेइंग दिस, that means it will be referring that one only. So in this example I have used this keyword over here, and this will be helping us to use the same name. I can be using it. I will be using the same name, and I will be referring this variable with this keyword. Okay, so I will be referring this roll number with this keyword, and this I will be getting the output. जो मैंने यहाँ पर लिखा था वो output मुझे दिखाई देगा. Okay, so it is very difficult to use when to use this keyword and when not to use. If you don't want to use this keyword, alternate is there. You just change the name of the variable and you will be getting an output. No problem about the output. The only difference is that the name should be different. The name which you have written into the constructor and the name of the variable which you have written into your what you call as within your class, that is different. If it is there, then only you will get an output like this one. Is it clear or not? When to use this keyword and when to use know this keyword, clear or not?
Clear,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, clear, no?
Yes, sir.
The second one, the second type is that is this is to invoke current class object. Now this is everyone know that you can invoke the current class. So just like this is a small example that I have created a class with function m, with function n. I am internally calling the m function from n. In main function I am creating a new ऑब्जेक्ट. दिस इज इम्प्लिसिट ऑब्जेक्ट. मतलब क्या है, जिसका नाम हमें पता नहीं, उसको हम इम्प्लिसिट बोलते हैं. एक्सप्लिसिट मतलब क्या है, जिसका नाम हमें पता है. एंड व्हेन आई वांट टू दिस कॉल दिस फंक्शन, सो नेम a and dot. So when you go for compiling this program, what will happen is that class a, the main function, and the n, the m, now automatically the compiler will be adding this dot m. So this duty is been done by the compiler. You don't have to think about how it has been done. Okay, so it is implicitly you are calling the class function. What is it? You are calling the class function. So if I am calling n function from here and n is calling m, so the object reference is required, and this object reference is implicitly given by the compiler. So internally compiler will be converting this code into this one. So this keyword will be added in front of the m. So what will happen is that implicit object is created of class a, and I am calling the function called as n function. It will be moving over here. N will be calling m function, so it will be calling the m function. So internally it will be converted. This type of technique is called as a current class method. So you can invoke the current class method by using this keyword. So automatically the name will be added. Same program I have written over here. This is a function, a class that is containing with m as a function. This is m function, and there is n function, and I am calling this with this keyword. So we will get an output that is object a dot n. N will be called and will be calling this function. It will be executing this part, and into this execution what we have gone is that we will be calling the m. So m will be called automatically, because now here I am not using like the function called as a dot m. ऐसा मैंने यहाँ पर use नहीं किया है, but this can be replaced by directly calling this keyword. So this is internal, we call as an object creation, and that will be calling the function. So is it clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I move further? You just example, you just example, you just check it, you just run it on your system. That will be very much feasible for you, so you can understand what is exactly going on with this keyword. Okay, so we'll get an output like this because I have written something like hello n and hello m. Both the outputs will be visible in front of me. And shall we move further now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next type is that is invoking with constructor. Okay, so you will be invoking the current class constructor. Okay, so how to call the constructor? Very simple example, same example. I am creating a class called as an a. I have written something into this a function, that is system.out.println, and I am saying hello a, and I am again writing one constructor with parameter as x. Okay, and into this I have used a function. Now this is function, this is function. What is function? This is this function. So I am using this function. So I am highlighting it with another color so that it will be visible for you. What is this function? Matlab kya? Whenever I am creating an object of the class A, and this is a default constructor. Now see, this is default constructor. Default constructor matlab kya? This will be called whenever I am not sending any values. Okay, so if I am passing a value, matlab kya, अगर मैंने इसको कॉल किया, ये कंस्ट्रक्टर को कॉल किया, दिस विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली कॉलिंग दिस फंक्शन ओनली. ओके, ये इसको ही कॉल कर सकता है बिकॉज ये एक ए फंक्शन है और जिसका पैरामीटराइज कंस्ट्रक्टर है. वी हैव सीन दिस द टाइप ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन, कंस्ट्रक्टर ओवरलोडिंग इन प्रीवियस सेशन. दैट इज कंस्ट्रक्टर कैन बी रिटन इन मल्टीपल वेज. दिस इज डिफॉल्ट कंस्ट्रक्शन and this is with what you call as a parameterized constructor. And here I am creating an object of the class A with parameters. So this 10 will be passed over here. X will be containing the value 10, and this 10 will be, now this function, whenever I am entering into this will be calling this function. What is this function? This is automatically calling constructor. This is automatically calling constructor. We call as a default constructor. Default matlab kya? Non parameter function. Okay, and you will be getting an output of this also. So this will be called a part will be executed first, and then again it will be coming back, and this part will be getting executed. So you will see that you are getting output like this. Hello a will be displayed first because you are entering into this part. You are calling this, मतलब क्या, ये कर्सर यहाँ पर लेके जाएगा, इसके अंदर एंटर करेंगे, it will display hello a पहली बार, and then it will come back, and after coming here it will be displaying the value of x. And what is the value of x? We have passed it from this class. So you will be getting an output 10. So hello a, and you will getting a 10. So is it clear to you how this is sequencing is going on, how this switching is going on between a constructor using this function? Yes or no? Yes or no? What about remaining students? What about remaining? Yes.
Yes, sir.
सो गए क्या, जागे रहे कोई? You start your videos now. You just start your video. 1 second. You just start your video. All start your videos. From tomorrow onwards, I will be with videos also. Okay, I am expecting that you all should go for videos also. So I will be with video, and you should be also with the videos also. Okay, मैं सिर्फ check करता हूँ अभी. Just go for visualizing all things. 1 second. It's tied. I'm stopping my presentation for 1 second. Okay. ये जागते रहो is there? है कि नहीं? Okay. So at any moment I can ask you to start your videos. Okay, I just want to check it. Now again I will be moving to the content. Okay, now the second thing is that this is we call it calling a parameterized constructor with from default constructor. Okay, so same example, next example, that is in this example we have not passed anything into this keyword. Okay, can we pass a parameter or can we pass a value which we have received from X? Yes, we can do this one. In this example you will see we have created a class A, and this class A will be having this 5. Okay, so this 5 means what? It is containing some values, and that value will be displayed in the A. So whenever I run this program, let's just go for explanation, just 1 second. Okay, now see, this is the main function. I am creating an object of my class A. This will be calling a default constructor. Now see, this is calling a default constructor. What is default constructor? This part will get executed. Now what is this part? Matlab kya? This will be assigning a value 5. This will be assigning value 5. Matlab kya? This will search for a function. This is search for a constructor, sorry, a constructor A with integer, with integer as his parameter, with integer. तो उसको ये मिलने वाला है because it is there. So it will be moving over here. In this situation it will be moving over here, and it will be executing this part first. So you will get a value of 5 first. See, this is the output. You will get a value of 5 first, and then it will come back after executing this. It will be coming back, and this part will get executed. So hello A will be replaced. So see this. The previous this keyword was very simple. The previous this was only a function without any parameter. Now this is the function this with a value. We called it as a parameterized constructor from default constructor. So you can do a calling a parameterized constructor like this one from the default constructor. So this is also possible over here. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now next one, the real use of this constructor, this function. Real use, exactly industry में इसको किस तरीके से use किया जाता है? Okay, for the purpose of constructor call. So this example you'll find that this constructor call should be used to reuse the constructor from the constructor. So reusability of the constructor is the most important thing, and it can be maintained to chain between the constructor. Okay, and that can be a constructor chaining also. So the what is the concept called as constructor chaining? Constructor chaining matlab kya? It is calling internally one constructor is calling another constructor. This is nothing but chaining, interconnected one constructor with the another. वो इतना simple नहीं होता. You can call once the one object is created, you can pass this object to multiple constructor also. So in this same example in the student class, you will just see it. We have created 3 variables, and 3 variables are nothing but your roll number, name, course, and fees. I have received these 3 values. Only 3 values I am receiving. I am receiving roll number, name, and course. I am not receiving any fees. Okay, so this is I am receiving from my external sources, that is from my constructor. So this is a constructor with 3 parameters. Okay, and there is one more constructor. So what is we have written is that is very simple. The things which I have received from external, that will be assigned to my internal variables. So internal variables will be assigned with the local variable. Okay, so you are assigning the external values to the internal variables. So this thing I have we have done only into the default what we call as a 3 parameterized constructor. And in a 4th parameterized constructor, in this whenever I am creating an object and I am passing 4 parameters, okay, including fees also, name is also there, roll number, name, the course, and the fees. So whenever it is received, it will be received over here. Okay, because it is 4 parameterized. We have already seen in the previous session. Okay, and now I want to call this constructor with 3 parameter. In those situation, I will just remove this part, and I will be using this keyword, and only 3 out of the 4 will be passed. Only 3 out of the 4 will be passed to the upper constructor. Okay, so this is called a chaining of constructor. Matlab kya? One constructor is getting a parameter 4, and it is passing the out of 4 3 parameters are passing to the constructor which is with 3 parameters, यानी इसको जैसे 3 है उसको वो पास कर सकता है. This technique is called as reuse of this constructor call. Okay, and what will the output will be very simple. If you go for displaying it, if you are creating an object and you want to display this one, it will be showing roll number, name and course. And if you are using the object of the second constructor, you will be getting the fourth value also. So output you will see the 3 parameterized will be also visible, and here, but you will see here the value of the fees will be 0 because I have passed only 3 values to these 3 variables. Okay, so that's why we will be getting only 3 values for object 1. And what is object 1 is S1. So S1 will be with only 3 parameters, so that's why it will be displaying only 3 variables, so 3 values, and fourth value will be considered as null value. Whereas whenever I'm calling object second, so second object will be with 4 parameters and it will be getting an output with 4 parameters. Is it clear to you how this is chaining we are doing with this? Yes or no? A constructor chaining.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can call this function for the first statement in the constructor also. So rule is very simple. The first statement should be this one. So you have to note it. Call to this must be the first statement. You cannot put this word at the bottom. If you go for writing a code like this, this will be generating an error. This will be generating an error because this function should be the first statement of your constructor. This is the rule you have to keep in mind whenever you are writing this function. Is it clear or not? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This should be the first line
Yes,
of
sir.
your constructor. If you
Yes,
want to use this function, it should be the first line. In the previous example also, you just check it. I have written in the first time. Okay, though the comment is there, no issue about that, but it is the first line. Okay, in the previous also you will see this is the first line of the constructor. So this is a rule and you have to keep in mind. If you don't do, it will never ever run. It will be generating an error. So I will be highlighting it with red color. Don't miss to write this one. You have to follow this rule. Okay, so move further. If you go for writing this one, okay, so this is one more example. A student, a roll number, name and course, and one constructor with 3 parameters. One constructor with 3 parameters, another constructor with 4 parameters, and here I am writing this. Okay, now I am using this in 2 ways. See this. One is this, and I am use this variable called as a fee, and second is the function that will be passing. Now this is called as a CT error. It is compile time error. Whenever you go for compiling this program, the compile time error will be generated because what is expected is that this should be the line number 11 rather than 12, and this should be line number 12. This function should be the top. You are saying, sir, there is this keyword is there. Know about this one. ये आपने ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया? The rule says that this, if you are using this function, it should be the first statement of your constructor. आपके पास this भी है और आपके पास this function भी है, but this function should be line number 11 and this should be line number 12. Then only it will be working. Otherwise, it will be generating an error called as a compile time error. Is it clear or not? This is called as a compile time error. That is, compile is must to first statement in the constructor. Okay, so call in this must be first statement in the constructor. This type of error you will be generating whenever you are writing this function as a second statement of your constructor. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? I just want to reply.
Yes, sir.
यस सर, पर सर उधर एरर आ जाएगा ना फिर.
ये error आ जाएगा ना. This is called as compile time error. And if you want to remove this error, just cut this line and put it before this one. So if you cut this line and you put before this, the error will not come. This type of error will never come. That is, your compile time error will never come because you will be following the rules of writing this function. Then, okay, you just try it into this session. Okay, as practice karo sab. Okay, then implement it and you just check it what type of error it is generating. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now fourth one we'll be talking about the fourth, that is we need to pass an argument to the method. Now अगर जैसे मैंने बोला कि अगर सिर्फ हम ये फंक्शन में यूज कर ये कंस्ट्रक्टर में यूज कर सकते, कैन वी यूज इन फंक्शन? द आंसर इज यस. Now how to use this one is that I am creating another class, same thing, and this is a function called the m that will be displaying m is invoked, okay, and one more function that is p, and that will be calling one a main function, that is your m function. Okay, so this is my green, I will be denoting the green. Now if I am calling this from my p function, okay, so the output is very simple. You will be executing a function, can be calling another function also. Function p can call a function m also with some parameters, with some object. Now this is obj. What is obj? Obj is an object of your class. S2 is a class, and I am using this S2 into my parameter. So here whenever this keyword is used within the name of a function, this is nothing but an object. We call it as an object. Okay, and what is the object? The current object, implicitly object, this S1 which is coming will be passed to the function called as m. So the type is this one. So here हमें बहुत बार function ऐसे लिखे होते हैं कि जैसे void, मैं बोलता हूँ void, and you write it as an int a. Okay, so what is this int? It is a data type. Int is data type. Now this is a function, so this is function mm. Okay, sorry. So this is a function mm, and this data type is integer. And in the same way you can write a function that will be having a parameter as an object also. And what is object? Object is of your type class. So what is the data type of this object? The data type of this object is class. So is it clear to you? The data type of this variable is integer. Same way the data type of this obj is your class. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? Can we pass this one? If I am passing this keyword into m function, मतलब क्या? I am passing an object. This object we need to be catch. And what is the data type of this object? This data type is of type class. Okay, you can do this and you can get an output like this. This method is invoked. Okay, so how this will execute? You are creating object of s2 with s1. This object will be created. Now there is no default constructor, so it will move to the second line, that is s1p. You will be calling the p function. This p will be entering over here. This part will get execute. In this it is saying that m, and you need to pass the object. So this object will be passed to the m function. You will be entering over here, and this part will be getting executed, and you will be getting the name of the whatever things you have written into the what you call a print function. Okay, is it clear to you the how to pass an argument in the method? Yes or no? This is fourth type.
Yes.
Okay, fifth one. Only two things are remaining. Now only two variables types are remaining. That is, this is used to pass an argument in the constructor call. Okay, so just like a function, we can pass it in the constructor also. No problem about this. This is class P. Now here I can create object A4. So I am creating an object A4. And what is A4? A4 is a class. So this is, I can refer this class into my class also by creating an object. Okay, so this is A4 class. I am referring this A4 class into my class B. Okay, directly without inheritance. Okay, and now in the constructor I am passing this object of class A4. This dot object मतलब this मुझे current object जिसने बनाया है is equal to, I will be assigning object to the object. Okay, and I will be displaying the data which is present into this object. Second class, that is A4, that is again a data that will be containing value 10. A constructor, here I am creating the object of the class, this one. Okay, so within this I am creating an object, and I am passing this object to the B, and I am displaying this B1. The output will be very simple. We will be getting an 10. How this will be starting, I will just show you. Okay, so we have written this class, and into this class we have written this main function. Now the entry of the program will be very simple. It will be entering into main function. It will be creating an object called as a4. ये a4 का पहले object बनाएगा and it will be calling the constructor of this a4. मतलब क्या, this line number 18 will be entering into line number 13. Okay, line number 13. This will be entering into line number 13. So this part will be entering. Now here I am creating an object of b. Here I am creating object of b. मतलब क्या, ये जो object आया है, this will be passed as a parameter to b. It will be moving up and it will be passing this b into this part. Okay, now this will be assigned and after this it will be coming back and then I will be calling b dot display. And now this b dot display is not, it is from another class, so it will be moving back into this one and it will be going for executing this part. So obj object. Okay, dot data. Now what is data? Data is not a variable within a b, it is a variable within an a. So I am referring the object of class a4 into a class b and I am accessing the variable data from class a4 into my b, and I will be getting the input as output as 10, which we have written into this a4. So that can be referred and you will get an output like 10. Is it clear to you? This is type, we call it as an argument, is nothing but to pass an argument to the constructor call. Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you clear with this or no? Yes, are you clear with this or no?
No, sir.
Hmm? Yes or no?
हे आर्ग्युमेंटचं लास्ट तुम्ही सांगितलं सर.
Now again I am explaining. Now see this. We have two classes. Again I am just moving to the color, changing the colors. Again I am explaining you. Just second. Okay. Now see. This is the whole program of 20 lines. This is class 1. Okay. This is class 2. Now the entry point of this program is the main function. Now this will be entering here. Main intention of this program is very simple. You need to pass an argument in the constructor call. You need to pass an argument in the constructor call. So you will be creating an object first of a4. What is a4? This one, same class. Okay, and in here we will be calling a constructor, and this is the constructor. Okay, this is a constructor, and into this it is 2-line code. So first it will be going for executing this part. Now what is there in this? It is now again creating an object of the upper class, some another class. It is not an upper class, it is somewhat different because there we are not following the inheritance. Okay, it is separate class. So this class will be calling the constructor of the class b, and now the object a will be referred as this and it will be passed over here. Now this b constructor will be executed and this b will be passing the object of a into this one of data type a. और यहाँ के जो वैल्यूज़ है, ये जो आपने इसके अंदर लिखे, ये सभी यहाँ पर आ जाते हैं ऑटोमेटिकली, बिकॉज ऑब्जेक्ट इज नथिंग बट इट इज स्टेट एंड बिहेवियर. So what is the state? It is the add of variable and there is no behavior into this one, so that will be not be considered. Okay, now this will be passed to the local object, and here now externally you have created object b, but you are referring object a. You will be referring this class into your program, and you will be referring with this also, that is whenever I am calling display function, so this object will be passing the value of date, that is 10, to this a4, and I am referring this one because this is has passed the value to a4 and this is now been over here, and it will be displaying the data which is present into your a4, and we are displaying this one in a very systematic way. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's why you are getting an output 10. Okay, now last one, that is this keyword can be used to return a current class instance. So very simple, you can return a data type like this, that is you can return this keyword also. Simple example, very simple example. I am creating a class a, and the a with the function get a, and that is returning this function. So whenever I am using this main function, so a, I am implicitly creating the object of the class a. Get a is the name of a function. Okay, get a, this is get a is the name of the function, and into this I will be showing a message. So get A will be returning the object, and this will be automatically be referred, and we will be getting output this of this one. Okay, so you can get this, that is class with get function, and this function will be returning object to the message. So अगर मैंने ये डायरेक्ट लिख दिया message, अगर मैं indirectly I am passing my object from construct one function into another function. Okay, so this type of hierarchy is also possible. We call it as what do you call as this keyword can be used to return current class instance also. So you are returning your instance to another function also. Is it clear or no? Now second one is proving this keyword. You can go for examples, very simple examples, that is main m function with some text part, and you are creating an object of the class. You are displaying the object, that is you are printing the object. How it has been displayed, you just check it. It is like this, and you can call object, and you can transfer this object to the m function. You are also displaying this one. You will find the name of the first object is same as the name of the second object. Okay, so this will be displaying the object, and the values will be like this: a5, and will be with concatenated with @ and the some unique id is been generated, and that will be output. And this just you can prove it that this keyword will be referring the object with unique name. Okay, this is the only thing I want to highlight you in the session. So is it clear to everybody that this keyword, the six ways of interacting and use of this keyword? Okay, okay, are you clear with this keyword now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sir.
I am expecting the six examples need to be executed from your side as far as the implementation of this keyword. Yes, yes, any doubts? Yes, any doubts? No doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move further for the another concept called as an inheritance now. Now this is the most important concept. We just we'll go for terminologies for 5 to 10 minutes, and then tomorrow we'll be going into actual demonstration. So view, and I will be having in the bookmark. Okay, now inheritance in Java, type of inheritance, we need to understand what are types of inheritance is there, and why multiple inheritance. This is the most crucial question been asked whenever you move for the interviews. That is why this multiple inheritance is not possible in Java, and why Java don't support multiple inheritance. Now what is exactly inheritance? Okay, now inheritance is one of the popular pillar, we call as an what is important pillar of your object oriented program. Agar ye nahi honga, we cannot go for reusability and all those things. So it is the most important features of object oriented programming, and it is the mechanism of Java in which one class is allowed to inherit the features. Okay, one class can allow to inherit the features to the another class. What are the features? Features are nothing but your fields, that is a variable, and methods. If these two things are already been freely available, you can pass it from one class to another. This technique is called as an inheritance. So ready-made classes with fields and methods can be used directly with the subclasses. Now whenever you are working with inheritance, you need to understand some keywords. What is super class and subclass? ये नाम हम बहुत बार use करने वाले हैं. Super class and subclass. Now super class is the class which is a parent class. The class whose features are inherited is known as super class. जिसके फीचर हम इनहेरिट करते हैं उसको हम सुपर क्लास बोलते हैं. एंड द क्लास दैट इनहेरिट अदर क्लासेस फीचर्स, यानी जो दूसरे के फीचर्स खुद में इन्वॉल्व करके लेता है उसको हम सब क्लास बोलते हैं. समवेयर वी कॉल इट एज अ डिराइव क्लास, समवेयर वी कॉल इट एज एक्सटेंडेड क्लास, और सम टाइम वी कॉल इट एज चाइल्ड क्लास. इसके अलग अलग नाम है, आपकी चॉइस, आपको कौन सा नाम यूज करना है. सुपर मीन्स द क्लास विद ऑल फीचर्स, सब क्लास मीन्स व्हाट, दैट इज इनहेरिटिंग द सुपर क्लास फीचर इनटू इन रेडीमेडली. और इसका नाम अलग अलग होते हैं. सब क्लास कैन बी कॉल्ड एज अ डिराइव क्लास और एक्सटेंडेड क्लास और चाइल्ड क्लास बेस्ड ऑन योर flexibility, what name you want to use for the subclasses. नाउ सब क्लास कैन ऐड इट्स ओन फीचर ऑल्सो, यानी ये ऊपर से जो क्लास आएंगे वो तो करना ही है, वो तो यूज ही करेगा, बट ही कैन ऐड हिज ओन फीचर्स एंड मेथड एडिशनल. ओके, सो एडिशन कैन बी डन एंड यू कैन टू सुपर क्लास फीड, यानी पेरेंट से जो फीचर्स आ रहे हैं वो तो है ही है, पर उसमें वो खुद का भी कुछ ऐड कर सकता है. सो दैट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग एज फार एज इनहेरिटेंस इज कंसर्न. दिस इज वॉट इज द थिंग. और ये करने का इंटेंशन हमारा एक ही है, रीयूजेबिलिटी. रीयूजेबिलिटी इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रीजन वाई वी गो फॉर इनहेरिटेंस. रीयूजेबिलिटी मतलब क्या, एक बार आपने कोई कोड बना के रखा है, वही कोड फिर से लिखना, इट्स वेरी स्टूपिड जॉब. टू अवॉइड दिस टाइप ऑफ वर्क वी गो फॉर रीयूजेबिलिटी. मतलब क्या, उसी कोड को हम रीयूज करके, यानी मतलब क्या, उसको अलग फीचर में डाल के उसको हम यूज करेंगे. नाउ what is the syntax you need to understand. So whenever you want to use the features of superclass into your subclass, the keywords you have to use it. Now it's very simple, you have to use a keyword called as an extent. Okay, on the right hand side is your parent class, on the right hand side is your parent class, and on the left hand side it is your child class, it is your child class. Okay, so this is a child and this is a parent, into between the features which is extracting base class feature into child class feature, we are using a keyword called as an extend. Okay, and whatever methods you want to newly write it into this, you can go for writing this into this main function or within this parenthesis. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Is it clear to everybody?
Sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Now one simple example we'll go for this one. We will be creating a class called as a bicycle, is as a base class. So base class मतलब क्या, हमारी parent class. Okay, so this will be a base class, and mountain bike, ये एक अलग तरह की bicycle है, that is my child class. So I will be denoting like this, the same colors. Okay, so bicycle is my parent class and this is motorbike is my child class. Now I want to take a features of all of bicycle into motorcycle. So how I will be doing this into the program. So the program is not there, I think so. It is there or not? Okay, it is not there, but we'll move for the another example also. Now it is derived from the extended class. So ये features हमें सब इसके अंदर लेना है. So I will be extending this one. So you can do this example. So I will move further this, because where we need to go and understand this one, that is most important. So again in inheritance we are doing something, that is in inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of the parent class. And it is the importance for oops, this is the most important feature. Now inheritance, whenever it is done in two ways. One is called as is a relationship. This you have to understand very precisely. Is a relationship is also known as a parent child relationship. This question is already there in your object, what we call as a data structures, databases also, and this question is already always this will be asked to the people. What is a relationship? Now is a relationship, we'll go for a small example. Now for the method of overriding or polymorphism. So is a relationship, for example, I will be using a subclass, the features of superclass. Okay, an example is very simple here. One, this is called as is a employee. Okay, now this is employee class, this is a parent class, and there is one more class, the employee might be a programmer also. The relationship, the triangle which is shown over here, we called it as is a means what, whenever we are writing this is employee is a programmer is a employee. मतलब क्या, employee is a super class and programmer is a subclass. Okay, programmer is a subclass. Now and the triangle which has been denoting from bottom to up, this means this is a relationship. मतलब क्या, employee is a bigger tree and among this a small set is present, we call it as a programmer. The relationship is called as an inherited is a relationship being between the superclass and subclass. This is actually being used, and whenever you are using, you have to use this extend keyword. So here whenever we are working with polymorphism, or inheritance, basically we call it as inheritance, we are using a keywords, and that I want to use, I want to tell you in this example. In this example we have used this one, and how to implement it. For implementing this, what is required is that some keywords I need to use it. Okay, so the class, the sub child or the child class, the super class, we call it as a parent class also, and the first important thing, fourth important thing is that is a reusability. So these are the basic terms which are been concerned with the inheritance. Okay, the class, the subclass or a child class, super class or a parent class. Okay, the what is meaning subclass, it is same like a child, it is same. You can use sub also, you can use a child also, you can say it as a super also, you can say it as a parent also, choice is yours. And basic intention of using this is only reusability. Okay, so we will be using the extend keyword also, because without it, it cannot be working. Okay, so this is the most important. Out of 48 keyword, there is one more keyword, that is extends. So this is the only feature that can be implementing the inheritance. अब एक simple example की तरफ हम जाएंगे, and today we'll be stopping with this small is a relationship. Okay, just I'm moving for closing this one, and the program will be demonstrated in front of you. Now here I have created one class called as an employee. This is called as a super class, so I will be highlighting with the green color, and this class will be inheriting, मतलब क्या इसके अंदर का वेरिएबल हम रेडीमेडली लेना चाहते हैं. So this is my sub class called as a program. This is extended. I am using extend keyword, that will be highlighted with the yellow color, and this is my super class. So super class is green. So all features will be extended into my local class, that is a child class called as a programmer. And here I want to give a salary to this employee plus bonus. So one more variable I have declared here, that is bonus with 10,000, and I'm creating a child of object of a subclass, that is program with P, and here I'm saying programmer salary is because P is already there, and this is containing this variable called as a bonus, so I can refer it directly, that is P dot salary. And second important thing is that I am inheriting the feature of employee. मतलब क्या, इसका सैलरी भी हम यहाँ से ले सकते हैं, बोनस भी तो है खुद के क्लास का, बट ऊपर वाले क्लास के सैलरी हम यूज करेंगे बाय यूजिंग द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट P. No need to create object of the class employee, because this class is already inherited into this one. So P dot bonus will be automatically fetching the values from the parent class variable bonus. So no need to create an object of this class, you just create an object of your subclass, and you just inherit those features of the superclass, no reusability, and you will be getting access to the variable of your local and to the parent class variable also. This is the only intention about this one. So you will getting an output like this, salary will be 40 and the bonus will be 10,000, both will be displayed in front of you. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is the reason behind inheritance. No need to create a class object of a superclass, and the intention is very simple, reusability. Without creating more object, less object can work more efficiently. This is the only reason. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can speak with me, or we'll stop for the day. Okay, so I am expecting that you should go for this, will be shared with you, this keyword, this content that is will be shared with you. You just go for implementing the all the features. I am not expecting to go for inheritance today. Today only go for implementing this keyword, and there's 6 different ways in which this keyword can be used. Is it clear to everybody? And you just go after executing, write it into 200 pages notebook, all the 6 programs after execution. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? At any moment I can ask for you to submission. At any moment. Okay. Okay, no doubt then. Anyone, any doubts, any question you want to ask? Any doubts? No doubts? Okay. We'll stop for the day then.